Hello United fans, welcome to the United Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates and transfer stories straight from Old Trafford. Manchester United striker Joshua Zirkzee has been reprimanded by the FA, but avoided a ban. The Dutch striker celebrated somewhat controversially after Ahmad's late heroics secured the Red Devils a 3-1 comeback win against Southampton on Thursday night. Zirkzee made an important contribution off the bench 5 days on from notching the winning penalty in the FA Cup shootout success over Arsenal. But after Ahmad's third goal secured all 3 points, the ex-Bologna star turned to the Stretford end and grabbed his crotch in a suggestive fashion. A similar gesture saw Jude Bellingham handed a one-game ban and £25,000 fine after England beat Slovakia at Euro 2024, leading to fears that Zirkzee could face a similar punishment. However, the FA have opted against taking action. A statement read, "As guidance, we have issued Joshua Zirkzee with a reminder of his responsibilities, and he will face no further action." United's win over the Premier League's bottom club has them 13th in the table ahead of their meeting with Brighton on Sunday, with Ruben Amorim admitting there will be more ups and downs before the season is over. "I think it's going to be hard until the end of the season," Amorim said. "It's going to be a little bit that roller coaster. Then it depends on the time you have to train. We are still in the Cup and we have UEFA games for the Europa League. Then it's important also to focus on next Thursday when Rangers visit Old Trafford to win and to try to be in that top 8. In that way, you can take 2 games from the schedule and have a full week, so we are trying to do everything at the same time. We had 7 trainings together in 14-15 games. It's really hard, but we have to continue and try to win it. Sometimes playing good, sometimes playing bad. We will try to win games." Alejandro Garnacho's Manchester United departure has been given the green light by Liverpool and Tottenham's failure to land their respective transfer targets. United rejected a bid from Napoli worth just under £40 million for Garnacho this week, with the Red Devils demanding a fee closer to their £60 million valuation of the player. The 20-year-old winger's Old Trafford future has come under doubt since he was dropped by Ruben Amorim for the 2-1 win over Manchester City in December. Talks over a new contract with Garnacho have also been unproductive, while United would be open to selling the Argentine due to a potential sale, helping them stay on the right side of PSR rules. He himself is reportedly receptive to a move to the Serie A league leaders too. He has Khvicha Kvaratskhelia to thank if Napoli end up tabling a huge bid. Given that the Georgian winger forced through a move to Paris Saint-Germain this January, Napoli will have the funds required to sign a much-needed replacement. Kvaratskelia's PSG transfer, worth around £59 million, is now nearing completion after he confirmed his Napoli exit on social media on Thursday. It was reported earlier this month that Liverpool were long-term admirers of Kvaratskhelia and were considering a move for the 23-year-old. But PSG are believed to have struck an agreement with Napoli, paying Kvaratskelia's fee over 3 instalments as he arrived in Paris on Thursday, completing his medical the following morning. That, in turn, has concluded the transfer saga surrounding out-of-favour PSG forward Randal Kolo Muani. With Kvaratskelia's arrival, PSG agreed to send Kolo Muani, who they signed for £77 million in 2023, to Juventus on a 6-month loan deal, as he was deemed surplus to requirements. Juventus will now cover the Frenchman's wages until the end of this season, which comes as a blow to several other clubs, including Spurs, who reportedly wanted to sign Kolo Muani this January. However, Juve do not have an option to buy him permanently, which means PSG will still look to find a permanent destination for the 26-year-old in the summer. Spurs were reported by David Ornstein on NBC Sports to have made Kolo Muani their primary transfer target this month, while United also showed some interest. Ange Postecoglou was said to be impressed by the forward's versatility, but the North Londoners will now have to look for an alternative to the former Eintracht Frankfurt star. AC Milan have decided against signing Marcus Rashford after holding talks with the one-to-way Manchester United forwards representatives. Instead, the Rossoneri are prioritising a move for Manchester City and England defender Kyle Walker. The Italian side have only one spot for a non-EU player in their squad. That means that since Brexit saw the UK leave the European Union, it was a case of Rashford or Walker this month. Rashford's agent, his brother Dane, has been in Milan this week for talks with club officials, and one of whom, former United striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic, was keen to get a deal sorted. But Rashford's £350k a week salary has always been an issue, and a move was further complicated this week when Noah Okafor's move to RB Leipzig, potentially worth £21 million, fell through due to injury. There has also been the suggestion that Milan was only his second choice this month, with a dream switch to Barcelona the 27-year-old's priority. Whether that's even possible, given the Catalan giant's own financial situation, is another matter. United have already given Rashford the green light to seek a transfer this month, after the player expressed his desire for a new challenge last month. Another Italian side, Napoli, are pursuing his United teammate Alejandro Garnacho and have seen a £40 million offer rejected. With Milan pulling out of a move for Rashford, it leaves the road free for veteran City defender Walker to make the move to San Siro, with the Italian side's top brass having elected to push ahead with a move for the 34-year-old. Pep Guardiola revealed on Saturday night that the right-back wants to quit the Etihad this month. And with Walker wanting to pursue a move abroad, Milan are believed to be in pole position to sign the England star. It's understood Milan and Walker have already agreed on personal terms. The Italian club are hoping that City won't demand a transfer fee, potentially terminating Walker's deal at the Etihad and allowing him to move to Italy on a free after 8 trophy-laden years in Manchester.
Manchester United will press ahead for a move for Victor Gyokeres in the summer, in a sign the striker will not leave Sporting Lisbon this month. Gyokeres has emerged as one of the most desired strikers in Europe since joining Sporting from Coventry City in 2022. He scored 43 goals in 50 games to fire them to the Primera Liga title in his debut season. He has followed that up with another impressive campaign in front of goal. The Swedish star has registered 32 strikes in just 30 games to make him one of the leading transfer targets this month. United and Arsenal are both among the clubs chasing the 26-year-old, though he still has another 3 years to run on his contract. That puts Sporting in a strong negotiating position. With that in mind, United are now ready to park their pursuit and come back in for Gyokeres in the summer. That is according to The Independent, who claim the Red Devils are hopeful of holding off their competition to complete a deal at the end of the season. Gyokeres is understood to have an £83 million release clause in his contract. United would not be able to afford that this month without a number of sales, while Sporting are also keen to keep hold of their star striker this month. The two clubs are said to have a good relationship, adding credence to the belief that Gyokeres is more likely to move in the summer. The striker is understood to be keen to step up a level and would love to work with Ruben Amorim, now at United again. While there is hope from within United that they can win a summer race for Gyokeres, Arsenal may mount a move this month. Gunners Chiefs have raised the 26-year-old as a potential target. The injury to Gabriel Jesus has seen them approve a move for a striker in this month's window. Gyokeres, RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko and Brighton's Evan Ferguson have all been mentioned as targets, though Sporting boss Rui Borges is clear he wants his striker to stay until the summer. If we always believe the news. Football is made of this. Players have clauses. It's a big business. As a coach, my focus is on what I have to work on the pitch. That is my primary concern, Borges said earlier this month. I try not to stray from that, as it's the only thing I can control. The rest relates to the club, the structure, the clauses. He is a unique player who is aligned with the team and his teammates. Right there, he is already way ahead. We do not shy away from the importance he holds. Having to adapt someone to the team, to the club. Some adapt quicker, others less so. Victor is an important player, and any coach would like to have him until the end of the season.
Ahmad completed a one-man rescue mission as Manchester United's blushes were spared against Southampton. The Premier League's basement side, who've won once all season, were 10 minutes away from 3 points at Old Trafford before the young winger took matters into his own hand with a quick-fire hat-trick. It ensured Ruben Amorim's side didn't sink into old habits with the team yet to prove they have properly turned a corner, despite impressive showings at Liverpool and Arsenal. The 3 points pushes them closer to the top half, but there were still some alarming takeaways for the team. United won the reverse fixture 3-0, one of the few commanding performances during Erik Ten Hag's poor start to the season. The Saints had only taken 2 points on the road all year, and this had all the hallmarks of a home banker. The hosts did their best to make it anything, but as the Old Trafford crowd were made to sweat on a potential upset, the likes of which would have undone all their good work to start 2025.
Prior to the game, Amorim predicted that he would learn more about his side when playing the struggling Saints, compared to when they take on Premier League giants like Arsenal and Liverpool. So what did the United boss really discover about the squad he will have to use for the remainder of this season? It was during the Manchester Derby win that the young Ivorian really stood up and was prepared to almost take on a team single-handedly. Since then, he's gone from strength to strength and has become the figure United look to when they're struggling. On Thursday, Ahmad showed again that he's ready to step up when the chips are down. His desire to be positive with the ball, not simply pass it sideways or backwards, was crucial in United rescuing the game. His movement for the second goal was particularly impressive, and despite his tender age, he's becoming the silent leader the team need right now. Whilst results at Liverpool and Arsenal were impressive, some context may be needed. In both games, United were under the cosh, knew they had to soak up pressure and play on the break, which almost suited their 3-4-3 system, allowing them to slip into a back five and also have width to strike fast in attack. That works when United are perceived as the underdogs. However, when they need to put it on a team and really play on the front foot, their system seems to hinder them. Part of that is understanding how to use Amorim's philosophy as a weapon going forward, but against Southampton, there seemed to be no idea in attack, no spark, no pattern that would allow them to break through a low block. Moments of magic from Ahmad on this occasion cannot always be the answer.